So now, come back here with me. Did you listen to the audio I sent you from Chuck Schumer?
Yes.
Okay. We'll play it. We'll play it for you. Let me explain. I have a friend who has a friend is a good friend of mine and thinks the way I do. Has a progressive friend who said, I'm going to this progressive meeting, and I think you should hear some of the things that they're saying. And Schumer is there, Harry Reid is there. I've got audio of the whole thing. Before he goes into the meeting, they said, oh, you have a video recorder? And he said, yeah. They said, oh, you can't videotape anything. Okay. So he's got his cell phone, and he tapes it. And here's Chuck Schumer talking now about what exactly, Judge?
Talking about changing principles in the Constitution, principles that we've held dear for 230 years by a simple majority vote in the Congress.
How do you do that?
You can't do it. But this is their aspiration, and this is their hope to do it. They don't have a filibuster-proof majority anymore. There are things that they can't do without a two-thirds vote. They want to lower that two-thirds requirement to a single majority vote. I thought I heard him say we might be interested in taking a look at the Bill of Rights. Taking a look at the Bill of Rights, if anything, is the central pillar and foundation of our existence as a free people.
Judge,
it's the Bill of Rights.
Judge, I'm getting hammered because last night I said, who do you think you are, Congress? You do not create rights. Rights come from God. They're given to the people, and you are to protect them. You're to protect them.
You are 100% correct, but they don't believe that. Do
they not read? Is it not the 9th? Is it the 8th or the 9th Amendment? It's the 9th Amendment that says there are other rights.
Correct. The 9th Amendment says the rights that are articulated in these Bill of Rights is not to mean that other rights don't exist. There are other rights that exist. We couldn't possibly lay them all out. The government would like to forget about those.
Right. And the idea is these are the things that the government is restricted to do. I've got a lot more rights than what that piece of paper says.
Of course you do.
Right?
Of course you do.
And so the Bill of Rights was to restrict government, and they flipped it upside and over.
Because they want to take something that is a good, like health care, and claim that it's a right. A right is the opposite of a good. A right comes from our humanity and from God. A good is something you have to go out and purchase.
Okay, listen, I'm going to play this audio for you. This is Chuck Schumer. This is in a private progressive meeting. Somebody recorded it, got this tape to me. This is, hey, listen, we've got some options here. Listen carefully to what Chuck Schumer is saying about the rules and the Constitution of the United States. Listen.
There have been some very interesting papers written that say that the constitutional right, for instance, of the Senate to make its own rules supersedes the two-thirds, that you can't change the rules, but only when Congress writes new rules at the beginning of each Congress, every 2-year period when we reorganize ourselves. That's something we want to explore.
That's something we want to explore.